So TANKO, who was in action in the World Championships a couple of years ago, didn't go deep into the competition. Boxed in the European Games in Minsk in Belarus the same year. And has been in action in the European Championships in 2017 also, when that was hosted by Kharkiv in the Ukraine. So he's had some good exposure at international senior elite level. Here's AGATHE, who is just 20 years old, Mauritian youth champion in 2019. So he hasn't graced this stage yet. This will be his first time. So TANKO with the edge in experience there, certainly. Let's see what AGATHE has got here. Height advantage there for TANKO. Big smile on the face there of AGATHE as these two touch gloves. Hyuk Lee, our referee. One thing you notice about TANKO when you see him up there in the ring is that he's got a long neck. Now this might sound like a fairly basic, almost quite rude thing to say, but a long neck for a fighter is not a good thing. Just makes the reverberations of a solid blow to the head that little bit more dramatic. Anyway, left hand comes in there from AGATHE. Early stages, TANKO in the red there for Slovakia, boxing out of the southpaw stance. AGATHE in the blue of Mauritius, and it's AGATHE who's on the front foot early on here. TANKO just using those feet, moving around the outside of the ring, slides away to his right there, nimbly done. Right to the body there from AGATHE. Left hand came back from TANKO, but he just managed to get the glove up in time. Not the second time around though, the left came in from TANKO. Rolls away to his right there, TANKO. Right to the pit of the stomach, thrown by AGATHE. Good action here, midway through the first. Let's go with a massive left hand there. TANKO almost swung himself off his feet there. Almost had to put the glove down to steady himself. AGATHE, well, he almost takes a spill. Left cross, he was open to it, the gap there as well, but it only caught a glancing blow because TANKO just snatched at it a bit, just came off the punch as he threw it. AGATHE trying to work on the inside. Good head movement there from TANKO, that was nice. Into the final minute. Short with the right hand, then TANKO came back with a left. It just ricocheted through the guard, and AGATHE was just reaching for that right, chasing it in. TANKO countered it well.
Ladies and gentlemen, in the bout number 120,
left to the body there from TANKO.
Split decision is the boxer out of the red corner, representing Armenia, Serbia.
Good opening round. TANKO gets it with all 5 of the judges. He did the more efficient work in that opening round. AGATHE gave it plenty, did have some successes, but TANKO was just that little bit sharp. I made him fall short a couple of times and caught him on the counter. He's got good feet. Some good upper body movement at times as well. Does show a bit of the body. AGATHE found it there with the left hand, but comes out of it into a solid looking left hook. There's that upper body movement. And then up with the left hand again.
In a man's lightweight division. Ringside judges are from Puerto Rico, Bulgaria, Guatemala, Egypt, and Spain. Referee the ring, TANKO Viliam, Chinese Taipei.
AGATHE with a straight right hand down the middle, then stepped off to the left just to try and change the angle a bit, but it didn't really work. Trying to keep that head on the move on the way in. Let's go with that right hand. He throws the 1-2 nicely. AGATHE, the way he delivers the punches is pretty good. He's nice and loose and fluid, doesn't really load up, just lets them go. The problem he's got is getting into distance, getting into range. As I've been saying, TANKO is good on his feet. And he doesn't just pull back in straight lines either. He turns AGATHE well in the corner there. Left hand to the chest, good punch. Jab to the chest, left hand straight down the middle to the chest. It's a big target, and every time you hit it, it just stops your opponent in their tracks. So whatever attack they're trying to set up, they have to stop and start again. There's that 1-2, like I say, he throws it well, but he was taken on the gloves. And then TANKO came back with a left uppercut. Looks over towards his corner, he's enjoying this. And he's boxing well. As I outlined at the start when they were making their way to the ring, there's quite a big gap in experience between these two. And that is being demonstrated really by the way this fight has gone. AGATHE's doing fine. He's not out of his depth here. Right hand there from him was decent. But TANKO's just got a bit too much for him in every department really. Another good round there for TANKO. Couple of 10-8s in there for the USA and Sweden. So 3 scores of 20 points to 18 through 2 rounds and 2 scores of 20 points to 17. So TANKO is going to get the win here unless AGATHE can find a knockout really in this final round. You would say.
Ring A, round 1.
That's what it's going to need.
Ring B, second sounds. Ring B, this is your third and final round.
So third and final round here. This is Viliam TANKO of Slovakia in the red, the southpaw. He's on top here. He's in control up against AGATHE of Mauritius in the blue. Been a good performance from TANKO. That's nice though from AGATHE. Just working the body, then use the uppercut. Right, left hand to the body. Switch the right hand up between the forearms. No lack of effort here from him. He does have some ability as well. The gum shields come out there. I think that left hand from TANKO dislodged the gum shield of AGATHE, who just need to get that one rinsed off and put back in. Meanwhile, the referee will have to get those gloves sanitised. Nice left hand off the ropes there from TANKO. There's some good stuff there before that, though, from AGATHE. As I say, he really commits to his attacks, and when he throws that 1-2, he's got a nice kind of loose style about him. His chin comes up a bit when he comes forward. But TANKO on the ropes there, he was comfortable enough. He's got himself into very good condition, TANKO, as well, because those legs work really well for him, but there's the upper body movement in there too, so whatever he needs to use, whether it's the feet, the dexterity with the feet to get him out of trouble, or whether it's the upper body, good example right on cue there. He can employ either one or both at the same time, as he kind of did there, just span off around his front foot, rolled out. Hands down from TANKO, maybe looking to finish with a little bit of a flourish here. You certainly get the impression that he's enjoyed his work in this fight tonight. Did box, as I said, at the World Championships in Russia in 2019, but went out in the early stages. Same in the European Games in Minsk that year, and same in the European Championships in Kharkiv in 2017, so this is progress. There goes the bell, and he will go through, Viliam TANKO, to meet the winner of our next fight, which is between Sam-Myong Ham of Korea and Sofiane Oumahar, a much decorated French fighter. But TANKO doesn't need to worry about that at the moment. He can just enjoy this win, because he will head for the centre of the ring shortly, safe in the knowledge that this has gone his way. And the coaches are pleased with him, and well, they should be, because that was just all round a good performance. And AGATHE, as I said, he gave it everything. And he's got some skills. He just couldn't really get hold of TANKO at any point. The only thing you might say about TANKO is that he doesn't really have a jab. He looks to slip punches. He's happy in the pocket and then work on the inside, just like he is there. Likes to have it at that mid-range, close up.